When you're attracting garbage, then you got to see what's in you attracting that. You know, it's so important to not go like this. Because, you know, when we do this, what's pointed back at us?
The thumb.
It's the thumb. You know what I mean? So we really have to take the time to do the self-work. I mean, really do it, like actively.
Yes.
Forever I have done self-work, but when I was 47, I really started picking everything apart. I was looking at everything. Why do you respond this way when someone says this? Why do you do this when someone says this? Why do you do? And I was looking at that, and I was in the trenches. And you gotta be able to, like I always say, nobody can tell me nothing about myself that I don't know. But you have to be able to admit those things out loud in order to heal and to grow. And it doesn't feel good, you know, but you have to do it. That's where the breakthrough is. And if you're still afraid, it's not even hard to admit it to someone else. You have to admit it to yourself. And that's when people don't want to do that. But that's what that break that you need. You need that break so you can start healing the right way. You ever somebody break a leg or they break the bone so now it can start healing the right way, and sometimes they gotta break it to reset it. And that's what you really have to do with your mind, your body, and your spirit. You can't just talk about it. You really have to live it and be about it. And it's not always easy. You have to be able to spend time with yourself. And if you are unable to spend time with yourself, you're never going to get where you need to be. You have to be able to spend that quality time with yourself. You treat yourself like you want someone else to treat you. You respect yourself like you want someone else to respect you. You do the things for you that you would want someone else to do. And, you know, I'm in total agreement. You gotta be friendly if you want a friend. You gotta be loving if you want to be loved. You gotta be able to do that. You can't sit back on the throne and say, I want this, I want that, bring this to me, bring this to me. And you ain't doing a doggone thing for nobody else. You have to be able to pour it out so it can come back to you the way it's supposed to be, the healthy way. Because you can have a relationship. It's nothing if it's unhealthy. You can have a friendship. It's nothing if it's unhealthy. You know, you have to be able to set those boundaries even with yourself to be happy inside. You know, it's a difference between happiness, because that's situational. I got the new house, I got the new car, I got the new man, I got the new that. But the joy, no matter what, the earth can be shaking around you, like, I got you feel still joyous. And they're like, well, why? Well, what's going on? That's why people didn't even know that I had cancer. Like, I had an interview that same day, and I told them I still did it. Like, I did not feel demise. I didn't feel, you know, at night you're like, oh God, am I going to die or whatever? But I still felt that it was going to be all right. I still felt joy. Like, don't question if you feel joy and think, well, this is happening, I should be this way, I should be that way. No, you be how, if you have the joy here and you know, then that's what is going to radiate everywhere else. And you're going to be attracting people to you like flies. Like, I don't know, there's something about you. There's the God in me. That's what I say. Because it's something that is going to attract because it's pure joy. But if it's garbage, that's what you're going to attract. And it's not about, it's bigger. The door, holding the door open is just this. It's bigger than that. That's just what we're using as a symbol, right? But your requirement is what you require. And you teach people how to treat you. Like, don't just say it, don't just hashtag it, don't just put the meme up. You really have to treat. No, I don't like when you talk to me like that. I don't like when you do that. That hurts my feelings when you do that. I don't like that you try to shut me down, don't let me live or have my voice or whatever, or I have, whatever it is, you speak those feelings out. Because if you keep the feelings in, they will fester. Then you're going to become that bitter old woman. They're going to be like, oh, you 51? Oh, you look it. I thought you was 52. You know what I mean? They're going to see that because it's going to fester inside of you. So you have to speak your feelings. You have to name your feelings. And then the people around you are going to have to get on board. And it's okay if you have to let people go. Stop holding on to people.
Yeah.
Stop holding on to people. Love Jones, my favorite quote. We've been together all these years. all we had was all these years, and it's just not enough anymore. And sometimes it doesn't matter how long or what happened or this happened. If they're not serving you, then let them go. It's not selfish. They have to serve some type of purpose that's going to help you catapult you, not into the next career phase, but into the next layer of person you want to be. Because we go through layers and we shed as we're growing.
Absolutely.
So you're shedding this, but don't be afraid to say it doesn't. You know what? This just doesn't work for me anymore. Whether it's a job, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a friendship, it's no longer serving me. Because if you don't tell somebody what you require or what you need from them, how are they going to know? Even in a friendship, even at a job, you come to work every day mad, but you didn't tell your boss that you want a raise. But every day you come with an attitude. If you know, I'm going to take this job, but you're mad because you want a raise. Ask for the raise. What are they going to say? No? Then you decide. We hold on to things. Don't be afraid. God got you. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? It's time for me to get a new job because I require more money. This ain't working. Friendship, hey, I want to let's talk once a week. Let's talk once a month. Put your requirements. You can't expect someone to read your mind. So you have to put it out there. It is, don't worry about what people say or how you should be or you shouldn't do this or too. No, because you are the boss of you. And that's how you really have to look at it. And that's how you're going to catapult yourself to the next level. And if you don't feel it, then you have to learn to feel it. And that's different experiences. By having situations like this, by talking to people, by saying, hey, how did you get that joy? Like, well, what happened? How did you get there? Because I'm still broken. And it really is, and it sounds so cliche, but it is a decision. It really is a choice to say, you know what? I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of being mad. I'm tired of having an attitude. I'm tired of holding my feet. I'm tired. And it's that point where you have to choose, you know what? I'm going to live differently. I'm going to be different. Yes. I'm going to wake up, you know what? I'm going to be different today. Yes. You know what? Everybody I see, I'm going to say hi. Hello, how you doing? You look nice. That's what I'm going to do. You can make that choice. It's intentional living. You can say, you know what? No matter what, yellow makes me happy. Green makes me happy. I'm going to wear that for a week. You have to come up with different things to do it. I'm sorry. No wallowing. We're not doing that. We're not wallowing any longer. Now this doesn't mean that you're not going to be sad. This doesn't mean that you're not going to be angry, disappointed. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a superhero and you're not going to feel it. But you have to be able to pull yourself out of that. Whether you pray, whether you just talk to yourself, speak life into yourself, because no one else is going to be able to do it. They're not. It has to come from within. You can't look, because at the end of the day, it is you. Whether you're crying in your bed to yourself, whether you're, sad and can't get up out of the bed, whether you have depression, like your friend, you're going through it, you can't even pull yourself out. You have to speak life into yourself. Girl, get out of this bed. Get out of this bed. It's time to go. Put on something. I ain't going nowhere. Take yourself somewhere. You got to speak life into yourself. Just like you would do for her. I'm sure if she was going through something, you'd be like, girl, let me tell you, this is what you do. You speak it to yourself. That's what you have to do. Think of yourself as your best girlfriend. You are her. And that's how you're going to be able to evolve and get to the next level. Yes, you can be confident, but it doesn't mean that you're not going through anything. Yes, you can be beautiful. Doesn't mean that you're not going through anything. You see somebody and they know how to navigate their feelings and they know what to do is because they took the time to do it. It's not magic or perfection like I wish I were her. You are. The only difference is she made the choice and you take it.
I read a book just like you. I went on YouTube and listened to somebody just like you.
But you have to make the choice to be able to receive it. And the more that you fill yourself up, it'll be like a little spout right here. All that negative juice is going to be flying out because you're putting different things in there. And you surround yourself with people. Don't you get rid of people. If I don't think that that's the message, get rid of people. If that person, who knows that person, every time you talk to them, they complain about something. This, that, and that. Every time it's something negative. Or this is the one that I don't like. Must be nice. That's so